But the team is, this is where we want to be, this is where we want to play, this is where rugby is going to thrive. If we can get 31,000 people on the 23rd of December, it's going in the right direction. And the team, you know, the truth is, Mark, I don't know how many games, we've won 19 games in a row here. So put us to a stadium which is antiquated, old, has got, to some people, painful memories, and most of our team, all my team, no memories. It's only France and Kitsy who's played a regular, Scatcherd played a few games there. So, from a team point of view, this is where we want to be, and we're very excited to be here, and we want, yeah, that's it.
Just the last from my side, thanks, Tobo. I forget to mention that our legal opinion that we received from a heritage specialist says there's absolutely no grounds on which Newlands can become a heritage site. The only maybe thing can be nostalgia. Now, are we going to destroy Western Province Rugby Football Union because of nostalgia? And nostalgia of whom? Adding to what Dobbo said, to whom? A small minority that were able to go to Newlands and enjoy the pleasure of being at Newlands. So is that small grouping's nostalgia going to destroy this proud rugby union, which is Western Province?
Thanks, Rian. Okay, so we'll turn it over to you guys if you've got questions about the heritage claim specifically. Craig.
Yeah, sorry, there's a lot to unpack here, but this heritage thing's been going on for months now. Is it any closer to conclusion? I mean, has the heritage committee met, viewed the stadium, done a report, those kind of things? Is that I say, if I know heritage, I live in a heritage house, and it's just a bunch of amateur people who are concerned about the city's heritage sites, and they employ sort of professionals in other spheres, maybe architects or whatever. They've issued a report yet.
Yeah, they've done all of that. The representation was made to them by both Wynand and ourselves. They didn't get to a conclusion, and they decided to start a public participation process, and that's what we're in now, where the public have now the right to comment on whether they believe it should be a heritage site or not. That was a 60-day period of time and process, which ends at the end of January. Then the Heritage Committee must make a decision on whether it is a heritage site or not. Again, we are in the dark. Is it going to be whatever development you do, you must put a plaque on the front door to say this was a rugby site, or is it going to be what Wynand wanted, where the thing become like a museum of old apartheid rugby? I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. So that is the challenge that we face, and the uncertainty that's being created. You know, this thing should have been concluded by now. Western Province Rugby Football Union should have had, the club should have had the comfort to finalise this chapter of the administration. Unfortunately, we have to wait now. So we hope to conclude this by February. There is still interest from developers to develop the stadium. As I said, they're just waiting for this decision to be made before they are going to. But then they have to re-enter into negotiations with us, because remember, the RFP process has come to an end. So a new process needs to start then, and we'll have to wait and see how long that's going to take.
All right, Stephen.
Rian, what is this delay in terms of being able to finalise this deal costing Western Province in terms of interest payments? I would imagine we're talking about debt of probably close to 200 million rand per now. So what is this costing Western Province per day or month?
I must first just say that we have to thank the people from Flight Dream World. That they have been so patient with us. I went to see them, and they made it very clear that they will not use their claims that they have on the properties that will make it impossible for us to take it further. But they're also getting impatient. So that we have to understand. So there's been a hell of a lot of support towards the process from Flight. And Dream World. They have not been the ogres that they've been painted by some in rugby circles. They really want to see us being successful in the development of the stadium. That's number one. Yes, you are right. There's interest that need to be that's being incurred. we still have some expenses around the stadium that we have to take care of. So yeah, it's costing us money, unfortunately, but we'll have to bear it, and hopefully we can come to some kind of a conclusion around this.
Ashfaq.
Rian, have you tried to sit across the table from Raymond and just ask him what is his problem and what will it take to stop the law action? Because the more you think about it, the more ridiculous it sounds.
Yeah, you know what is so when we started the RFP process, Wynand phoned me and says, okay, how's this RFP going to work? Because they've got a group that might be interested to be part of the process. Can one of his colleagues give me a call? He gave me a call. I explained to him what the whole process is, and I should have put it nicely. So I don't think they got the answer that they wanted, and we made it clear. We cannot stop the process. The RFP has happened. So if you want to put a bid in, you will be judged against other developers to see whether your bid is of such a financial value to Western Province Rugby that we can take you seriously. We made it very clear. This process is about selling Newlands for as much as money as we can get to ensure the future of Western Province Rugby. That was the last discussion I had, and then, as I said, they did not participate in the RFP. They didn't put a bid in, and then 3 weeks before the closing of bids, they hit us with a heritage site. So I haven't spoken to him after that again. Legally, I think I would have put myself into difficulties, and I might not have been as diplomatic as I'm trying to be now in my discussion with him. So I didn't know. I didn't speak to him.
All right, Gavin is next.
Actually, Ashfaq sort of asked the question, but I was just going to ask the impact on your quest to sort of get an equity partner. How's this impacting on that? Because it must be very negative.
No, not at all, because it's two separate matters. The equity partner or the rugby, Western Province Rugby Pty Limited has got absolutely nothing to do with the sale of Newlands. And the equity sale is a Rugby Pty Limited matter, not a Western Province Rugby Football matter, although Western Province Rugby Football Union is the owner of both entities. So, and it must go to their council for ratification.
Yeah.
Rian answered part of the question. Danny, I want to ask you, has Wynand approached the clubs or the union itself in any form to try and reach an agreement or try and...
No, he hasn't approached us at all, to the union as such, around those things. And I don't think there needs to be agreement, because remember, it's quite ironic that the union isn't a heritage, because the union started 25th of March 1992. So we're 31 years old. So that alone, from only 31 years ago, we started to, as a community, to come together, as Dobbo alluded to. So from that perspective, no, he hasn't spoken to us. And as you know, we've come through quite a lot, forced removals and all those things, and therefore the General Council was quite clear when they made the minds one to play the professional arm at DHL Stadium, and then to sell Newlands and the properties and extract maximum financial gain out of that.
Okay, we'll be back with Ashfaq, and then we'll go to Justin after that.
Double, let's be honest here, what do you think does it say on your team in terms of signing on players, retaining players? I mean, it's been remarkable that you won the URC and you're doing well in Champions Cup, but I don't think you have quite the depth that perhaps some other teams have and that you would like.
Yeah, I think that's why this, that's probably one of the reasons I'm sitting here today, is because the consequences, I think, of this, and just the words Newlands and heritage, I say, appeal to me, like I did a theme park there. But it will be stratospheric. I don't see how professional rugby survives in this region, which has done so much good over the last year and a bit to get us stable and get us at the top table of even world rugby. I don't see how Rian knows better than I do, but I just don't see how it survives as a professional entity if we don't get all these two things done. And this is so. I think
even the delay now.
Look, I'm not close enough. The team's very happy and focused, and we're away from that. But I just know, so that's not affecting the team. I think if there were other issues in a few months' time, it will come. It will. If there's an issue around cash or how we structured, or that definitely will. So this is to the team's point of view, this is a threat, but it's not on the team level yet. But I just know that it will be at some stage.
If you look at what happened in the UK with Worcester Warriors, and I think it was their demise came around a property deal, the stadium, and the Orange they were the stadium. So they didn't have the benefit of the RFU intervening. The RFU just left them on their own. So we're also lucky that SA Rugby realizes the importance of Western Province Rugby Football Union and that they intervened, and that I'm sitting here for that matter. But remember, they cannot continuously fund Western Province Rugby Football Union. So the stadium, the sale of the stadium, as I said, and I repeat myself, is of the utmost importance to the future of Western Province Rugby Football Union.
Justin, you had a question?
Actually, I tried to ask the same question. I would like to just Rian, for you, just a summary of Afrikaans, if you want to do that at the end of the
Yes,
dit is opsomming van die tyd wat ons op die oomblik is nou, ons sal vind oor die sake oor die maak.
Ja, die aansoek wat gebring is gaan katastrofies wees vir WP Rugby Voetbal Unie. Daar is uitstaande skuld wat moet betaal word, en daai uitstaande skuld is aangegaan deur WP Rugby Voetbal Unie, omdat hulle geweet het hulle het 'n stadion wat hulle kan verkoop. So hulle kon 'n voorskot gevat het, as ek dit so kan noem, van Vliet Dreamworld om hulle uit 'n finansiële krisis uit te kry. Maar jy moet die stadion verkoop om daai geld terug te betaal. En jy moet die stadion verkoop om nie net daai geld terug te betaal nie, maar ook om te verseker dat daar 'n toekoms is vir WP Rugby vorentoe. So en ons praat van ordentlike geld. Dit kan WP